Hey everyone, welcome back to English Connect.
Hi there. We're so glad you're here with us today.
I'm your host, Sophia.
And I'm Jason. This is your space to practice real, everyday English in a relaxed and friendly way.
If you're enjoying our podcast, please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more learners like you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your support.
So, Sophia, what's today's topic?
Today, we're talking about something super practical, how to communicate with your doctor. Whether you're living in an English-speaking country or traveling, knowing how to explain your symptoms and understand medical advice is really important.
Absolutely. Going to the doctor can be stressful, even in your native language, so we want to help make it easier in English.
Exactly. Here's how today's episode is organized. First, Jason and I are going to do a role play. I'll be the patient and Jason will be the doctor, and we'll show you a typical doctor's appointment from start to finish.
Then we'll break down 5 essential phrases you need to know, and finally, we'll give you a challenge to practice.
Perfect. So if you're ready to learn some practical medical English, let's jump into our role play. Okay, everyone. Now Jason is going to play the doctor, and I'm going to play the patient. Let's imagine I'm not feeling well, and I've come in for an appointment. Jason, are you ready?
Ready. Let's start from when you walk into the examination room. Good morning. Come on in and have a seat. I'm Dr. Martinez. How are you doing today?
Good morning, doctor. Honestly, not so great. That's why I'm here.
I'm sorry to hear that. So what brings you in today? What's been bothering you?
Well, I've been having a really bad sore throat for about 3 days now. It hurts a lot when I swallow, and it's not getting better.
Okay, a sore throat for 3 days. Are you experiencing any other symptoms besides the sore throat?
Yes, actually. I've also been having headaches, and I'm really tired all the time. And yesterday, I started getting a fever.
All right. Do you know how high your fever was? Did you take your temperature?
Yes, it was 101 degrees Fahrenheit this morning. That's around 38 degrees Celsius.
Got it. Now, do you have a cough at all?
No cough, just the sore throat and the other symptoms I mentioned.
Okay, good to know. What about a runny nose or a stuffy nose?
A little bit of a stuffy nose, but it's not too bad. The sore throat is definitely the worst part.
I understand. Have you been around anyone who's been sick recently?
Actually, yes. My coworker was sick last week with similar symptoms.
That's helpful information. Now, have you taken anything for your symptoms? Any medication?
Yes, I've been taking over-the-counter pain medication. Like ibuprofen. It helps a little with the headache, but not really with my throat.
Okay. And do you have any allergies to medications that I should know about?
Yes, actually. I'm allergic to penicillin.
Important to know. Thank you for telling me. What happens when you take penicillin?
I get a rash, and my skin gets really itchy.
All right, I've made a note of that. Are you currently taking any other medications regularly?
Perfect. Now I'm going to examine you, okay? I need to look at your throat first. Can you open your mouth wide and say, ah?
Ah.
Good. Good. Yes, I can see your throat is very red and inflamed. Now I'm going to feel the glands in your neck. This might be a little tender. Yes, your lymph nodes are definitely swollen.
Is that bad?
It's a sign that your body is fighting an infection. Let me listen to your lungs quickly. Take a deep breath in and out. Again. Good. Your lungs sound clear.
Okay, that's good.
Based on your symptoms and what I'm seeing, I suspect you might have strep throat. That's a bacterial infection of the throat.
Strep throat? Is that serious?
It's not usually serious, but it does need to be treated with antibiotics. I'd like to do a quick test to confirm. I'll need to swab the back of your throat. It's a little uncomfortable, but it only takes a few seconds.
Okay, I understand. Should I do anything special?
Just try to relax and keep your mouth open. Here we go. All done. The test results will be ready in about 10 minutes.
That wasn't as bad as I thought.
After a pause, Good news? Well, not exactly good news, but the test confirmed you have strep throat.
So what do I do now? What's the treatment?
I'm going to prescribe antibiotics for you. Since you're allergic to penicillin, I'll prescribe azithromycin instead. You'll take it once a day for 5 days.
Once a day for 5 days. Got it. Is there anything else I should do?
Yes, several things. First, it's very important that you take all the medication even if you start feeling better before the 5 days are up. Don't stop early.
Okay. Why is that important?
Because if you stop the antibiotics too early, the infection can come back and become harder to treat. Your body needs the full course to completely fight off the bacteria.
That makes sense. What else should I do?
Get plenty of rest and drink lots of fluids. Water, tea, warm soup, things like that. You can continue taking ibuprofen for the pain and fever.
Should I do anything specific for my throat?
Yes, try gargling with warm salt water several times a day. Mix about half a teaspoon of salt in a glass of warm water. It'll help soothe your throat.
Okay, I can do that. When should I start feeling better?
Most people start feeling significantly better within 2 to 3 days of starting antibiotics. Your fever should go away pretty quickly, maybe within 24 hours.
That's a relief. Can I go to work?
I'd recommend staying home for at least 24 hours after you start the antibiotics. Strep throat is contagious, and you don't want to spread it to your coworkers.
Good point. They probably wouldn't appreciate that.
Exactly. After 24 hours on antibiotics, you won't be contagious anymore.
Okay. Is there anything I should watch out for? Like, when should I call you or come back?
Great question. You should call the office if you're not feeling better after 3 days of antibiotics, or if your symptoms get worse. Also, if your fever goes above 103 degrees, or if you have difficulty breathing or swallowing, call us immediately.
Difficulty breathing or swallowing, fever over 103, or not improving after 3 days. Got it.
Exactly. Do you have any other questions for me?
Yes. You mentioned inflammation earlier. What does that mean exactly?
Good question. Inflammation just means that part of your body is swollen, red, and irritated. It's your body's natural response to infection or injury. In your case, your throat tissue is inflamed because of the bacterial infection.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I think that's all my questions.
Perfect. I'm going to send your prescription electronically to your pharmacy. Which pharmacy do you use?
I use the pharmacy on Main Street next to the grocery store.
Perfect. I have that in your file. The prescription should be ready for you to pick up in about an hour.
Great. And I just ask for my prescription when I get there?
Yes, just give them your name and date of birth. They'll have it ready for you. They'll also go over the instructions with you when you pick it up.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, doctor.
You're welcome. Take care of yourself, get some rest, and you should feel better soon. If you have any concerns, don't hesitate to call.
I will. Thanks again.
Feel better.
Okay, everyone, that's the end of our role play. What did you think, Jason?
That was a pretty realistic doctor's appointment, right? We covered all the key parts, describing symptoms, the examination, getting a diagnosis, and understanding the treatment plan.
Exactly. And did you notice all the important questions the doctor asked? Things like, what brings you in today? And are you allergic to any medications?
Right. And as the patient, I gave clear, specific information about my symptoms, when they started, how long I've had them, what I've already tried.
That's so important. The clearer you are with your doctor, the better they can help you.
And it's totally okay to ask questions if you don't understand something, like when you asked about inflammation.
Exactly. Never be afraid to say, I don't understand, or can you explain that in simpler terms? It's your health, and you have the right to understand what's happening. Now, let's break down some key vocabulary that came up in our role play. All right, everyone, let's go over 5 essential phrases for talking to your doctor. These will help you communicate clearly about your health.
And remember, learning medical vocabulary takes time. Focus on the phrases that are most relevant to you.
First phrase, I've been having. This is how you describe symptoms that have been continuing for a period of time.
Right. You say,
I've been having headaches, or I've been having trouble sleeping, or I've been having stomach pain.
It's more natural than saying, I have pain for 3 days. Instead, say, I've been having pain for 3 days.
Exactly. For example, I've been having a cough for 2 weeks, or I've been having dizziness since yesterday.
Perfect. Next phrase, over the counter. Jason, can you explain this one?
Sure. Over-the-counter medications are medicines you can buy without a prescription, things like aspirin, cough syrup, or allergy pills.
Right. The opposite is prescription medication, which a doctor has to prescribe for you.
You might say, I've been taking over-the-counter pain medication, or I tried an over-the-counter cold medicine, but it didn't help.
We often abbreviate it as OTC. I took some OTC medicine.
Good point. Third phrase, fill a prescription.
This means to get your medication from the pharmacy after your doctor prescribes it.
Right. The doctor writes or sends a prescription, and then you go to the pharmacy to fill it, meaning you pick up the actual medication.
For example, I need to fill a prescription for antibiotics. Or, where can I fill this prescription?
You might also hear pick up a prescription, which means the same thing.
Exactly. Next expression, under the weather.
This is a casual way to say you're not feeling well or you're sick.
Right, it's informal, so you'd use it with friends or coworkers, not necessarily with your doctor.
You might say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, or I've been under the weather all week.
It's usually for minor illnesses, not serious conditions, like if you have a cold or just feel tired and a bit sick.
Good distinction. And our final phrase, come down with.
This means to become sick with something, usually something contagious like a cold or flu.
Right. I think I'm coming down with a cold, or I came down with the flu last week.
It emphasizes the beginning of the illness. I came down with strep throat means you caught it or developed it.
For example, everyone in my office came down with a stomach bug, or I hope I'm not coming down with something.
Great examples. So let's review. I've been having, over the counter, fill a prescription, under the weather, and come down with.
These phrases will help you describe your symptoms and understand what's happening at the doctor's office.
Well, Jason, we covered a lot today about talking to doctors through our role play.
We did. I hope everyone feels more confident about going to the doctor in English now that they've heard an example conversation.
Now for this week's challenge. We want you to practice what you learned today.
Here's what to do. Write a comment below and practice being the patient. Describe symptoms you have or have had before, as if you're talking to a doctor.
Try to use at least one of the vocabulary phrases we taught today. I've been having, over the counter, fill a prescription, under the weather, or come down with.
For example, you could write, Doctor, I've been having a terrible headache for 2 days. I took some over-the-counter medicine, but it didn't help.
Or, I think I'm coming down with the flu. I've been having body aches and a fever since yesterday.
We read every comment, and we love hearing from you. It's great practice.
And if you want extra practice, try role-playing with a friend. One person is the doctor, one person is the patient. It's a fun way to practice.
Before we go, please subscribe to English Connect if you haven't already. It helps us create more episodes for you.
And share this episode with anyone who's learning English. These practical topics help everyone.
Remember, it's okay to feel nervous about medical appointments in another language. Even native speakers sometimes struggle with medical vocabulary.
The most important thing is to be honest about your symptoms and ask questions if you don't understand something.
Your doctor is there to help you, and they want you to understand your treatment.
All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening today.
Keep practicing, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Until next time, happy learning.
And don't forget to take care of yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.